What's my thing?
You could be...
But that would conflict with my hair sometimes. Not today. Sometimes.
I know. Everyone has a thing. Like Jack Nicholson, his thing is those colored glasses, right?
I guess.
Right?
Yeah, I never even thought about
That's
that.
his thing.
Yeah.
Who else has a thing? You know?
I don't know.
Who else has a thing out there? You know, like some movie stars, they've got like a certain thing.
Can't even.
Jack Nicholson wears colored glasses.
Prince always wore purple. I mean, purple was his thing.
That's right.
Purple was
Yeah,
his thing.
that was his thing.
His thing.
Who else? Like that guy for Ferrelli, whatever his name is. He was as
Pharrell?
the spike.
Top hats.
Yeah. Top hats?
Oh, you're talking about no.
The food guy.
You're talking about what is his name?
Pharrell and Fieri.
Guy Fieri. You said Pirelli.
Yeah. He's got the spiked hair with the frosted tips.
Does he
That's
still
his
have
thing.
that though? I feel like we're
I think
all
he does.
imagining him.
He was
like
on the cover of
2011.
like Entrepreneur magazine.
Yeah.
Like he does a lot of stuff. A lot of people hate on him because for whatever reason. But he does a lot of stuff. But it's funny, on the cover of that magazine, he looks all kind of like a rocker dude, right? And he has like these grandpa New Balance shoes on. It's funny. But that's his thing. So my thing is my pen.
Steve Jobs, he always wears very practical shoes.
That's right.
So I don't know why I
turtlenecks.
yelled that.
That's all right. Mark Zuckerberg, gray hoodie, right? That's his thing,
Yeah.
right?
He
My
needs to
thing,
be-
pen. I don't trust people that don't write notes. Like, gotta write notes, write
Yes,
shit down.
that's true. You and I always bring notepads to
Right.
meetings, and everyone's got their laptops.
Always. Man. What's up, Internet? Hey, this is the second episode of Mondays with Michelle.
Hello.
We decided to name it that last week. And we kind of condensed Live for Five and what was the other?
Picks of the week.
And picks of the
Then
week.
we made it one thing, and then we were live for like 45 minutes because we can never stop talking.
Right.
So
I know.
Here we are.
So we're doing one episode on Mondays, right around 4 o'clock Central Standard Time. Mm-hmm. We're right on schedule.
Perfect.
Boom. Yeah, we're here just kind of chat with you guys. Scott's behind the camera and the lens. So if you guys have questions about product, anything that we have here today, or whatever comes up, just let us know. We'll kind of get through some of the stuff we're going to get through, and then we'll answer your questions. So feel free to leave those questions if you're on Facebook or on YouTube. Again, thanks to everyone for watching. Follow us on Instagram as well. It's the House Outdoor Gear. We just passed 30,000 subscribers. Mm-hmm. It's a pretty big deal.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we're at like 30.5, like tomorrow, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
It's happening very quickly.
Right, it happened quick. Our YouTube channel has 32,000, almost 33,000 subs now,
Mm-hmm.
which is rad. Thanks for being there. And then our Facebook channel has
87,000 or
something? We're just shy of like 100,000, which is remarkable. So thanks to all the moms and dads out there that follow the house on Facebook.
I follow the house on Facebook, but I work here.
Yeah. Well, okay, I think Facebook is like the mom and dad thing now.
I like it because, and I just did this the other day, I have a group of friends who doesn't all have iPhones to like share photos and stuff on that really easily. And for some reason we couldn't get like the drive's permissions to work, so we just made a private album on Facebook, shared all our photos from a trip. So convenient. Oh my God.
That's actually a really good idea. Mm-hmm. So you create a group?
Yep.
Like a private group.
And you create a private group and you only add certain friends, and then you can keep all your photos there. Everyone can save. Everyone can add whenever they feel like it. I know there's a lot of things that do that, but I was like, I just want this someplace that I can like, I'll always have it. I'm not going to delete it. So it's just like a nice place to store photos, and I don't have to like pay extra for it.
Pay extra? Why would you have to pay extra?
Well, because sometimes on like certain servers, you have to pay to upload more than like a certain amount of items, just like how you back up your phone.
Sure.
And I didn't want to pay because I don't want to pay.
That's a good idea, though.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of buddies. We go golfing once a year. Mm-hmm. We should do that.
Yeah.
We can do that, guys, if you're watching. So we got some special stuff happening. Mm-hmm. We have two kind of large events that are happening with the house. Number one, we're a gold level sponsor of the Mount Baker Legendary Bank Slalom. That's going to be happening February 7th to 11th. So if you're in Washington and you're out watching the event, come out and say hi. We're going to be ripping around, riding some pow. Hopefully they'll get some snow. And then we're also sponsoring the Trolley Bowley event at Trollhagen. Mm-hmm. And that's the February 14th, Valentine's Day, the 15th and the 16th. So that'd be pretty fun. last week we did an awesome event here at the shop called the House Party. Were you there? Did you go?
I didn't go, but I asked a lot of people around and they said it was really fun. It was like busy and buzzing, but not overly busy, which is always nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we did a thing called a house party. It's a pre-Trollhagen late night party at the house board shop. We do it from 6 until 8. It only happens, once a month basically. But we do pre-sale tickets for $20 for the Trollhagen late nights on Fridays. The late nights go from 9 p.m. till 3 a.m. Mm-hmm. And then we have our house party. We do free food, 15% off everything.
That's so crazy.
Boom. And then free waxing too.
Yeah, that's so worth it.
Yeah, it's totally worth it. So the next one, if you guys are interested, it's February 22nd. It's coming up. Mm-hmm. February 22nd. And then
we got like a month.
Yeah. Like a month. Literally a month. Mm-hmm. Like today is the 21st of January.
I have no idea.
Gosh, how's your New Year's resolutions coming? Stick to them?
I think they're not specific enough. I think I just made a lot of vague goals.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing well. I'm eating well. I mean,
me too.
I'm definitely
I'm eating McDonald's all the time, eating real good.
Oh God.
Just kidding. No.
Be a little bit.
Yeah, it's
different
it's
view on the
coming
couch,
along.
but that's
Dude, that's why I make a smoothie. We have a video coming out, how to make Guf's breakfast smoothie.
I didn't watch it yet.
It's gonna be a good one.
I haven't seen it.
It's good. It's nutritious.
Okay.
A lot of good
Does it
stuff
have
in there.
kale in it though?
Yeah, dino kale. Fine. It's good. It's good. It's good. You had some? You had seconds.
Yeah, did you like it? Don't lie.
Right.
Don't lie. Did you like it?
It was great. Yeah.
Okay.
It was good.
So
make sure to stay tuned for that. That's going to be dropping sometime this week. So you want to know how to make the world's best breakfast smoothie, do that.
Okay.
I've been following my New Year's resolutions.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I've been running like 10 miles a day. No, I should. I should.
No one should run 10 miles a day.
Scott does.
Do you run 10 miles a day?
No? Almost. We started a push-up challenge.
I know.
Yeah. She was making fun of my push-ups.
I went to school for exercise and sports science. I used to work at a very fancy gym for my internship. So all I did the entire time I was there was critique all of the major
you guys are doing it wrong.
Yeah.
So there's three guys that were doing push-ups today.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were all doing them wrong. She was like, "No, guys."
No,
that's
he
bad.
did pretty well. Scott did pretty well. Scott did the best.
Scott's 15 years my junior.
I know.
10, 12.
And he just ran a marathon.
Scott's fine on his goals. I need some work.
We all need some work.
What else is there? We are continuing the free two-day shipping. Mm-hmm. Free 2-day shipping for a majority of items that are over $50.
Yeah, as long as your order is over $50.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it excludes some large items like bikes and stand-up paddle boards and things like that. But you can go to the website.
Things that are really, really weird to ship. They're so weird in the boxes.
Right. Sometimes we do drop shipping. We don't have them here at our warehouse. They come
for similar, but for my goggles, I think I picked kind of like a nice cheaper pair, like the splurge pair, and then kind of like a middle ground pair. My boots are pretty similar though. How about you?
Cool. It's funny that you did that because I did the exact opposite for the other product.
Really?
Yeah, my goggles are pretty similar, but then I have a really diversified line of boots. I've got a park boot, I've got a kind of all-mountain freestyle boot, and then I have like a hard-charging, super stiff one.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, cool.
Good. Awesome. Do you want to start? You want me to start?
Start.
Okay. We're going to talk about goggles or boots first?
Gogs.
Gogs? Okay. So this is kind of like a nice price point, or sort of just if you don't go out all the time. This is the Giro Moxie goggle. It's got silicone on the inside of the strap, so it's going to grip really well. It's adjustable. We have just the double layer foam on these, so it's maybe not the most durable. Again, if you're going out all the time, you might want to upgrade. But a comfortable frame, a good fit, cylindrical lens. And then it comes with 2 lenses, which is crazy.
Really?
Because these are only $60. It's not like a fancy lens changing technology, but seriously, for the most bang for your buck, these are an absolutely fantastic pair. They're super comfortable. They have great peripheral vision. And it came with a good kind of a day lens, and it could, as you can see, like a pretty see-through amber night lens, which is super important here. So yeah, that was definitely my no-brainer pick for kind of the cheaper entry-level sort of no-brainer.
Right. How do they look?
They look fantastic. You want me to put them on?
Yeah.
Well, I can't.
Yeah, there you go.
My hair's going to be all screwed up.
No, that's fine.
They look great.
Yeah, see, those fit good, too. That's kind of cool.
They do. They fit well. I like them. Yeah.
And what are those called?
The Goggle Moxie. And then they have venting all around, too. So they have an anti-fog coating. I can't even believe how much they packed into a cheap price point.
Right.
It's $60. That's crazy.
$60. Mm-hmm. That's pretty unheard of. A $60 goggle with 2 lenses, a daytime and a nighttime lens. It's a steal.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, one reason I kind of like doing these is because Michelle will pull product that I don't even look at. You know, and I'm like, and she pulls the stuff. I'm like, gosh, that's actually pretty dope. You know, because you know, of course, I spend a majority of my time looking at the men's categories, but like, I'm sure there's something comparable within the men's category like that too.
Oh yeah.
For cheap,
no,
so.
I mean, I don't really think they make too many crazy expensive goggles. I think they try to keep their stuff pretty minimal.
Right.
That being said, they're not doing anything too crazy in the portions that we carry. That's like, you know, kind of like the new tech.
Sure.
Sort of. So they're kind of leaving that to the other
right.
companies.
I wrote a Giro contact goggle that was pretty cool. And it had like a somewhat of a quick change technology, but it wasn't like magnets or anything.
Yeah, when you get into that stuff, it's just, you know, they're trying to be the leaders in innovation and they're succeeding at it, but you definitely dish out the pretty penny for it. So
that's right.
Yeah.
Kind of like this next goggle.
Yeah.
This one right here. This is a goggle by Anon. I'm a big fan of. I like a lot of goggles, but Anon seems to be doing really well for me personally. This is called the M2. They have an M1, an M2, an M3, now an M4.
Oh my God.
I know, but lots of M's. This is the M2. This M2 comes with a spare lens, and these are both called sonar lenses. They have a really wide range of kind of visual light translution. These ones are for daytime. And then you can pop them off like this because it's so easy. And then we have like the lighter color lens. And these are both by Zeiss. So they're Sonar Zeiss lenses. Zeiss is the person or the brand now that makes lenses for telescopes. So they do a lot of camera lenses too. But these are really cool. They have silicone on the inside. It has a toric style lens, so it's like 3D shaped. Full ventilation all around. And these ones come in a lot of different colorways. But when you're online and you're kind of like picking your colors, make sure to pay attention to what kind of lenses are listed with the specific frame or strap colorway. Because sometimes like you may want this combination, and you may want a different frame color. So the different frame color may come with different lenses than these ones. But these are the M2s, and I really dig them.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pet peeve of mine from working in the showroom. People just refuse to buy a different like strap or like color of the actual goggles because they really want the strap and they really want like the dark lens. But then I'm like, when are you going to be riding? And they're like, Troll Hug and Late Night exclusively. And I'm like, you're going to wear sunglasses on the hill?
Yeah.
That's fine though. Like, get whatever one you want and then just buy a clear or an amber lens. And then you have them for all occasions. If you go out west or if you ride a random really bright Saturday, then you have multiple lenses and that's super nice. But otherwise, you can always buy different lenses for your goggles. So
true.
Don't let it get too much in the way.
Right.
My next one is the Oakley Line Miner XM for women.
Line Miner?
Yes.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And not only is this one just kind of cool and stylish, I feel like there's kind of a couple ones from Oakley that are just super iconic. And this profile kind of being one of them. It's just, I don't know. It almost looks like kind of like spacey.
Kind of does.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's not just like the full lens look, which is super popular, but this is just kind of like a nice stylish alternative. We do have 3 ribs of silicone on the inside, so it stays really well. It's got triple layer foam, like fleece lining, full perimeter venting. And what they did with these actually is kind of interesting. They provide very like sturdy notches on the inside, so they kind of advertise these as being better for people who need to wear glasses underneath.
Right.
And it really like, it not only just allows you to wear them, but it kind of locks them into place. They've also got some kind of locking technology in the way the frame is built too, where it is supposed to lock onto your helmet. So if you do need to pull them up, that's pretty nice too. Also, these, just kind of the way the top is shaped, these seem to do really well with like helmet compatibility.
Right.
Because sometimes when they're too flat, it doesn't really fit as well. You tend to end up with like the gaper gap.
Right.
So this like curve at the top, I think, just is really nice with goggle compatibility. And then of course it has the prism technology, so it allows you to see a wide range of colors. And of course when you're riding and you want to be as safe as possible, it allows you to differentiate kind of the different terrains on the snow, so you know when to anticipate ice or kind of like a choppy terrain, or it's of course nice to see what you're riding in.
That's actually I have the men's version of that, the line miner with that exact same lens, like that rose prism lens.
Yep.
And that lens is rad.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and I guess that the prism was designed for originally started out with, I think, with Lindsey Vonn, because when she was doing like Super G courses, she would go like throughout the course, throughout the race run, she'd go from like bright sunny part of the terrain into shadows, and then when she'd come out of the shadows, there'd be like this really crazy contrast, and it'd like just blind her almost for a second. So they developed this prism lens to kind of help that transition from light into dark and dark into light, so it wasn't so like kind of shocking.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
It's insane.
It's cool.
So cool.
I also picked up an Oakley goggle. This one right here is called the Flight Deck XM, extra medium. So it's actually it's not the extra large version. It's not the small version. It's right in the middle, extra medium. It doesn't have quick lens changing technology, but it has what they call a frameless style design. So the lens actually goes over the top of the frame in the front.
It's pretty easy to change lenses in those ones. It's definitely easier than the really classic traditional ones. Like as good of a value as the Giro Moxie is, it's kind of difficult to change the lens.
Right.
Whereas those ones, like you could definitely do it on hill.
Yeah.
These ones I'd want to like go back to my car, take my gloves off, fuss around with them a little bit, and then be good to go.
Right. So. And these ones only come with one lens. It doesn't come with two, but again, it's a prism lens. It has like a really wide range, which is nice. And this colorway of the strap in the frame is called the Harmony Fade. And just kind of I don't know if it was exclusive, but it was kind of like a really marketed style colorway from Oakley. Cool.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, those are nice. Those are very nice.
You just did that. Okay. So my last one is the Anon WM1. I think that these are kind of like a force to be reckoned with. Like we said, there's a wide range of them, and they are kind of leading the game in terms of technology. And it's just, the magnetic lens change is so nice. These ones do come with 2 lenses, so that's super nice. And then they also have the MFI compatibility, and it does come with the face mask. So what it is, there's magnets here and there's magnets in this. So you just clip it in and you have just a seamless transition. So you don't have to be pulling it up all the time. You can pull it down. It really easily comes off, but there's kind of like some holes here so you can breathe through it. So the fact that it comes with the face mask as well, like definitely ups the value, especially since it's so easy and so seamless. Same thing as the Oakley goggles in terms of a few things like the triple density foam. We've got some of the fleece on the inside, silicone on the straps to make it stay, and of course full perimeter channel venting. And then all the goggles that I had today are actually over the glasses compatible.
OTG.
Yeah, I feel like even just a few years ago it was hard to find glasses compatible goggles, but I feel like every company's pretty much understanding that most of their goggles need to be glasses compatible.
Right.
For those people who just hate putting in contacts, and I don't blame them.
Right.
But these ones are spherical in their shape. So what that means is it kind of mimics the shape of the natural human eye. So it's a little bit more in terms of clarity and like functionality and allowing you to see the most out of your lens. Oops.
Yeah.
I think both of yours are spherical, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the flat style lenses, like in the first 2 goggles that you had.
Cylindrical ones?
Yeah, cylindrical.
Yep.
And they can distort shapes a little bit, but like those spherical or toric ones are like the most, like I said, like the most kind of real. Yeah,
and to a lot of people too, I mean, they don't necessarily see kind of the step up between them, but when you get that, I mean, you're not just paying for magnets or a fancy face mask, you're also getting just a little bit more in terms of technology, and especially as we talked about like the Sonar Zeiss, which is also built into that one.
Yep.
So there's a lot of little things that go into it. Like if you're paying a lot for a goggle, you get a lot out of a goggle.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what I think.
Yeah. It kind of hurts though, right away.
It does.
Those goggles that are like 200, a little over 2, it's like, Yeah. I ran over a pair of my really expensive goggles.
How?
It was like my goggle case. I took stuff out of my duffel bag, and like they must have fell out of the duffel bag when I was like getting out of my car. And the next morning, coming to work, I didn't know, they were like sitting on my driveway, and I backed up over my hard case. And it like folded I had like 3-4 lenses, and they folded all the lenses like so, and they're all Zeiss lenses too.
Sad.
They're like $90 lenses. Like, no.
I'm sorry.
Live and learn. Live and learn. We're on the boots now. Mm-hmm. Boots are important.
They are.
I think that's probably the most important setup out of your hard good category because you have to be comfortable. You have to be comfortable.
I know, but bindings break.
What? Bindings?
Like if you don't get like the kind of binding that's like right for you.
Sure. Yeah.
If you're like an experienced park rider and like a $60 binding.
You can't do that. Right.
But in general, yeah.
Yeah, boots. One thing to look out for when you're buying boots is heat moldable style liners. All the boots that I have the ability to have heat molding. Mm-hmm. Usually your body heat will naturally activate the molding properties, but you may have to take them into your local shop to get them heat molded. What I said earlier was I kind of picked out 3 different categories. I have a very park-specific boot, a kind of like all-mountain freestyle boot, and then a kind of a hard-charging, really stiff boot. But this is the first one. This is called the 32 Low Cut. This is the Joe Sexton colorway. Joe Sexton is a local guy. So I want to pick out these, and I actually really like these colors too. Yeah, the Low Cut has Intuition heat moldable liner, and it has a very skate style feel. Notice that there's like 0 drop within the sole. It looks kind of like a skate shoe. It has like very minimal style tread because most people who ride these aren't going to be like trudging around in the backcountry or doing a lot of hiking. This is a very park specific boot. It's a little bit softer than your average boot. I'm not strong enough to fold it, but this is a really cool boot. And the one reason that 32 came out with this one a couple of years ago is it kind of like tip of the hat kind of to the Etnies low cut skate shoe. So Etnies skate shoes came out I think in like '94, and they had the Etnies logo, which kind of resembles that 3, right? Mm-hmm. But they had this logo on both sides of the skate shoe. This is a 32 Snowboard boot, same company as Etnies skate shoes, Soul Technologies, and they put a 2 on the other side, so it says 32 in the logos, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. I remember having Etnies growing up.
Yeah, this is cool. So I like that one. That was my first one. Skate feel, heat moldable liner, Joe Sexton colorway. Boom.
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 Okay, so my like I said, my boots are pretty similar, but you're gonna see some differences between the 2 that kind of explain like the higher price point of the other one. So this is the DC Lotus Boa. This is definitely like an all mountain boot. Something for an intermediate to advanced rider because it's a little bit stiffer. It's a 6 out of 10 on the flex rating. We have a white liner on the inside, so that's kind of DC's that's like their middle ground one. So it's gonna stand up for a pretty long time, especially if you have it for like a couple years or something. And then we have the single boa in the front with the recoil system, so that's super nice and convenient. A lot of women don't like laces. Right. I think more than these companies think, but a lot of women, just out of convenience and how often they go, just are not a big fan of that. Right. Pretty classic sole on these, nothing too high tech. So really what you're paying for is kind of like the flex in these ones and the rigidity of that is enough to support a rider that kind of knows a little bit more what they're doing. Right.
What kind of lacing system do you like?
I like the speed lace ones.
You like speed lace?
Yeah, because when it gets really cold here in Minnesota, I don't want to screw with laces. Right. I like a traditional lace. I also like a boa. Yeah. Personally, if I'm going to go with a boa, I like the double boa, which I'll get into. But I like speed lace because it feels somehow more secure to me. I'm like an old lady. I'm like, I don't want technology. I want like, analog. And like boa's sweet, technology's sweet, but I'm like, yeah, I'm just I'm a little old fashioned when it comes to stuff like that.
Is that a light boot? Because that I don't know if it's because it's white that it looks really lightweight.
It's extremely lightweight.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sole is like, that's cool looking too.
Yeah, it's nice. It's not really clunky, especially for people who are kind of like throwing around like jibbing, doing tricks, doing some all mountain like freestyle riding. Right. Like this isn't a clunky heavy boot that's just gonna add to the weight of everything that you've got in your setup. Right. So that's nice.
Cool.
DC Lotus.
DC Lotus?
Yes.
DC Lotus. Boot number 2 for me. This is a Salomon boot. Salomon. If you guys don't know, Salomon makes some of the best boots out there. This is Salomon kind of says that this is a freestyle boot. I kind of put it into the all mountain category. Heat moldable liner, and then has a thing called a straight jacket. This little speed zone style pull actually tightens the mid-step area so the tongue draws into the heel pocket more. So you get better heel hold. You don't get any heel lift with the straight jacket technology. Has traditional laces, and then has a combination of like a lightweight foam outsole with a rubber style outsole in those high wear areas. It's a continental style rubber, same kind of rubber that they make like tires and stuff. So it's going to wear fairly well. And as you see, there's a little bit more rugged tread than what you find in the low cut. This is the second pick. I really like this. And you know, one thing that I enjoy about Salomon boots is that their toe boxes are very kind of square, so you have a little bit more wiggle room with your toes. Some snowboard boots seem to be so triangular. So if you have
I like that because I have like a weird shaped.
Oh gosh,
that goes from the not dramatic. I don't know,
like
weird
point.
Feet, but like it's like a little bit
Like a
more
witch,
towards
like a witch foot.
No. I don't. But like even if you look at like your hand, I mean, like the pinky is shorter.
See,
my pinky's shorter.
Me. That would kill me, dude. My pinky, like I have to ride either like I like ride Salomon, Burton fit really really well because they're squared up. I guess I have like a weird steak foot or something.
A lot of guys do. I feel like.
Right. Yeah. But this is good, and the heel hold of the straight jacket is actually really really nice.
Yeah, no one else is doing that, are they?
What?
No one else is doing that, are they?
There's 32 does something called the Conda system.
Okay.
Ride does something called I can't remember the exact name for it. I think those are the kind of like the major ones. Burton tried it a couple of years ago.
Because I haven't ever seen it in anything in women's.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah. It's nice if you can find it.
Okay.
If you can find that tech, it's really good.
I want to try it.
All right.
Cool.
Number 2, straight jacket. The launch. Salomon launch.
Nice.
Launch.
Okay, so my last boot, this one I've ridden before. I would say, so they call it a medium flex or a 6 out of 10. This is the Burton Felix BOA snowboarding boots. I would say that it's closer to a 7, like almost an 8. This is really stiff for a woman's boot, which is really nice for those of you who are looking for stiff boots. Super high-end Imprint 3 liner. It's got the wraparound power cup at the top, so it's super secure feeling. Not to mention the double BOA, which I really like because I've got super tiny ankles. Again, like I've mentioned before, like it just like rocks it down. I just think for someone like me, like I need that security, especially if you're gonna have a super stiff boot. Like I think having the security of a double BOA is really really nice, or a speed lace. Now that I'm looking at it, I do kind of think that Burton has like a slightly square toe box, and I ride pretty much Burton boots, so that's kind of funny to me. But super high end sole for this boot, like a combination of the lightweight and the more sturdy stuff, like you said. This is definitely for the person who's like doing a lot of hiking, like maybe some backcountry stuff. Like this person knows what they're doing, they know how to ride. Yeah, it's very stiff.
Yeah. Which one's lighter, nice more light?
I would say the DC.
The DC?
Yeah.
Probably because there's less components.
Yeah, there's a lot going on this one. It's so high-end and so sturdy. Like, the base is an upgrade, if you ask me. The double BOA system is a little bit of an upgrade. It's a slightly upgraded liner. We've got just, like, a ton of padding in the tongue here, and with the wraparound cuff and everything. I love this boot.
Burton.
Yes.
Burton. I didn't pick a Burton boot today.
You didn't need to.
I know. I know. Well, I was thinking, it's like, I usually pick Burton stuff for these things, right? I was like, I gotta step out, gotta give some other people some love.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
Lastly, DC. Now DC, I always have to go up a half a size. So even though this is a size, this is a size like 11, I would definitely go up probably to 11 and a half.
Really?
In a DC, yeah. Huh. Because these ones, that toe box is a little pointy for the shape of my foot. But this is the Torstein Horgmo. This is a 10 out of 10 flex rating. It has the black style liner and then a double BOA system. So zonal control, upper section is controlled by this BOA, and then the lower zone is controlled by this BOA right there.
I just love that.
Yeah, it is nice. These ones have like a lot of gel in the heel area, a little bit more rugged. There's a lot of support panels, and then the tread is just a little bit more rugged than what you find in the other two. Torstein Horgmo is one of the best riders around. He has a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of big mountains, like freestyle riding. But if you just like riding groomers and riding fast, and you want a lot of support, stability, this is a really really fantastic boot from DC called the Torstein Horgmo.
Nice.
Right. And that's kind of, I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all my stuff.
Well, do the run through again, top to bottom.
We have the Giro Moxie in the front, Oakley Linemeyer, Anon WM1, DC Lotus Boa, and the Burton Felix Boa.
Boom. We've got Anon M2, Flight Deck XM by Oakley, Low Cut 32, Launch Solomon, Torstein Horgma, DC. It's pretty good. Good. This is good spread today.
Yeah.
Good spread. What should we do? What should we do next week? What do you guys want to see next week?
Oh God, I don't know.
What are you feeling now? Scott, what are you feeling?
Respond.
Right?
I don't know. I feel like we've started to cover a lot of the bases, so now we gotta like kind of get a little more creative and kind of do what we feel like.
Right.
Really.
Watches.
What? We could do what?
Casual
It might be
boots.
kind of hard. We would have to like zoom up, like makeup artists. Like,
Right.
Put your hand behind it and like let it
Is that what they do?
focus. Yes.
You do that. Scott, did any comments come through on the internet?
Yeah. Would Burton process be good for a beginner?
Yeah, Burton Process Flying V would be great for a beginner. Mm-hmm. You could even get the Pure Pop version, but I'd say the Flying V would be a really good idea. Little rocker between the feet, little camber underneath each foot, and then little rocker on the nose and the tail, nice and loose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. What else?
Doug on Facebook is just wilding out, so you can tell him to settle down a little bit.
Settle down.
Yo,
Actually,
what's
you know
up,
what?
Doug?
Don't settle down. He's having a lit Monday.
Yeah,
Lit
he said
Mondays.
Dragons are money sign.
Oh.
That's just one of his 10 comments in a row that he posted.
All right.
Okay.
What's up, Doug?
Okay.
Thanks for shouting out. Lit Mondays? Lit Mondays with Michelle.
I'm tired. I'm being old today.
Yeah,
I just
you're
want to
getting
snuggle my
old.
dog and like eat a healthy meal. It's really weird.
I only had 1 cup of coffee today, so
I've had none.
I'm pretty level.
I think I need to get. I need coffee.
Get on another level.
Yeah, I know it's like 4:30, but I need coffee.
Oh, totally. We'll make some coffee. My wife bought me a French press. It's on my desk.
Perfect.
Boom.
Boom.
All right. Is that it? I think that's it. Guys, you're amazing out there. For those of you who watched this whole thing, you know what? You're really special. In a good way. Thanks for being there. No, really. Like, would I watch me?
I just never know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm
never
gonna
know what
say
you're gonna say.
either. Sometimes. No, really though. I think we all appreciate you guys watching. You know, if you guys didn't watch and leave comments, we wouldn't be here showcasing stuff that we think is cool. So thanks for that. On another note, go to our YouTube channel and go check out Thrifting a $12 Snowboard video that we just put up. Scott and Matt and I ran around to try to find a thrift snowboard, and we ended up finding a board after a lot of trials and tribulations, and we went and rode this really small hill. So go check out that video. We might as well just link it below in the description. Might as well.
Might as well.
Might as well.
May as well.
Yeah, and if you guys decide to get any of this product today, make sure to take full advantage of that free 2-day shipping on any items or purchases over $50, excluding bikes and stand-up paddleboards. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think someone got
that's the
mad
only
last time I
two.
said it. I was like, yeah, free.
I mean, paddleboards are 12 feet tall. They're 12
Yeah, they're
feet tall.
huge. What do you mean it's not free? It's like, well, we love you guys. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next Monday with Michelle. It's
See you
going to be
Monday.
lit.
I hope it's going to be lit. It should be lit.
Lit Mondays.
Lit Mondays.
Lit Mondays.